Is it true? The Risen have taken the old fortress?
Requests your presence. The Madrigal requests your presence. You must make your way through the Nameless Pass and seek her audience.
At the Heretic's Gate.
At the pagan door.
This is the will of God. Many lives ago, your kind fought the curse. The Madrigal believes you may be of service again. As God finds meaning even in broken things, so does she.
Go east, toward the sound of steel and flesh.
The sound of deliverance.
You don't look from around here. It's okay. They say the silverfish is responsible for every drop of savor in Sacra. Never touched the stuff myself.
Only those who've been touched by God may proceed. Are you with the Inquisition, or a servant of the one true God? Those are the conditions set down by Speaker Lucian. Only those who've been touched by God may proceed.
Rock never precedes.
I'll fight you here in the open. But the guards, well, they know my face. And my reputation. My unmatched reputation. I'll say what we're all.
I see you in a high place.
Sarah, a moment. If I might bend your ear, I've a proposition for you. I saw how you dispatched the raiders in the old fortress. You've had a taste. Any interest in the meal? My men spotted the risen warlord, Darak, in the Orban Glades. He's been a thorn in Ellsworth's side for too long. I sent a contingent after him, but if you were to find yourself heading west, you might join them and do Sacrament a service. We would all sleep better knowing Darak's below ground.
Sarah! Look, with the tide washed in, seems our fortunes have changed since we last spoke. I'm afraid we might have to postpone our fight. But if I'm spared the gallows, perhaps we can finish what we started. Although judgment might take a while. My father would rather play servant to the Madrigal than speak with me. Could be worse. We could be at the bottom of the sea. I wish I could see the Madrigal's face as she looks upon the mountain gate. Maybe she can pray her way through 1,000 years of stone.
Not much respect for us these days. Not much respect for us these days.
Do you see the outfit? The weapon? Where and how I'm standing? That's because I'm on duty.
If you're so intrigued by our cages, why don't you hop inside one?
walk past. So, you found me. Perhaps you're developing a fondness for this city then. With my hands and your copper, we can make Sacrament bloom again. Anything you come across that looks like it could be restored, tell me. Why, even the vendor stalls can be improved. And for yourself, perhaps you may want a home here one day. There was greatness here once. Let us uncover it from beneath the dust. Havenport, Tyr, Kalen. There isn't a city on Sacra that isn't a shadow of its former self. Time eats at this island like mold. I take it you saw the madrigal from Phelan arrive. What a magnificent creature she is. It's about time the mainland brought some rigor and respect to our shores. Too many godless boars around here, if you ask me.
Where were you then? Everyone in town could hear her shout. You look like the adventuring type.
I hear you beat me.
Madrigal brings salvation to our second island. Do not ask why the Inquisition has come. Ask yourself if you are worthy of the embrace.
If it needs doing, I'll do it. Feeling squeamish? It's all right, it happens. You need a man with a strong stomach and no morals. That's me.
Just a few coppers for an ale. Thirsty.
Please, spare a few coppers for those who've fallen on hard times.
Welcome to our little corner of Sacrament.
The hands extract.
Don't like the look of you.
Sarah.
Think you're up for chasing down a few I told Ellsworth I thought it was a mistake letting you past our gates. A soldier with no rank is a stone's throw from a bandit. But orders are orders. Or is that a foreign idea to you? Orders, respect, discipline. Well, as long as you're here, which I doubt will be for long. I've bounties to collect, challenges to complete, and not enough men to carry them out. Every day it seems there's more. No rest for those of us keeping chaos at bay. What do you say?
I don't hear it roaring anymore.
Those rats are wearing all fit for the fire.
Read about it, Mary Weather. Tailors at your service.
Mary, we agreed. My name goes first.
No, Mira. I remember we decided I go first.
Fine.
We'll settle this later. We were born behind these walls, and we'll pass behind them.
They tell us Sacra's just a corner of the world, but it's our corner.
A man with untainted blood is a man unfulfilled. Not all
Those rats are wearing all
weapons
fit
end
for
in
the
a
fire.
point. Be silent. So what do you think, Sarum? A humble arrangement, but perhaps the start of something grand. Yes. Soon even the birds will envy my plumage. My concoctions will haunt the dreams of the lustful, the weary, the spurned. And you, of course. You're always welcome to sup strength and wisdom from my elixirs. If they don't blind you, that is. I found the most curious fungus growing in the tavern's bathroom. I scraped up a sample, if you care to see.
It's a real honor to service your blade, Sarum. And there's no better blacksmith than Fillmore. He comes from a long line of them. Not me. Mine's farmers all
Warrior's
the way
only
back.
as good as his weapon.
But the first time I saw a hammer hitting steel, it was like it was singing for only me.
Good to be back behind Sacrament's walls. My thanks for clearing the way. From now on, how about I stay at my forge and leave the heroics to you? Good day to you. I come from a family of smithies. My father says we're born with soot already under our nails.
Sacrament indoors.
This... Hello, old friend. Hello, old friend. Warrior's only as good as his weapon. Good day to you. Nothing sings like steel.
The world at your fingertips. Scary
Maybe
bastards
they know.
always.
Do people ask why I'm leaving?
realm? Oh, ignore their gates, Sacrament. They likely never seen one of your kind. I, on the other hand, have met 6 Sacrament. 5? 6? Ah, many. I've witnessed the sea births of the Carlish people to the south, and all those northern cities that sail across the sands. I once drank from the water pooled in a giant's footstep, and I've supped wine with Phelan's finest. You and I, we're travelers.
Eyes up.
You know what they say about giving off women? Down there. Well, it's not true. What's next on the list?
Sacrament? So, you're the one who killed poor old Warwick. Used to be a man, you know. I'm friendly with his widow, horrible bitch named Sigrid. Just her luck. Husband runs off to join the Risen, gets turned into a monster and killed by a serum. I can't even get mine to choke to death on his supper.
Sacrament endures.
Make the world your... I knew with the pestilence returned, it wouldn't be long before your kind did as well. We are all soldiers now, in the one true war. The one my mother and her mother and her spoke of in whispers. Please, allow me to enchant your weapons. Or you can enchant your own here. A black door was opened 1,000 years ago. Perhaps together we can close it. My mother was an enchanter, and hers before. We pass on what we can, but it's like carrying sand. Some always slips away.
Bowler! Bowler!
Greetings, warrior.
Sacrament?
You and Pine use what's kind. Welcome, young sprout. I go by Whitaker the Woodcrafter. That's because I craft wood. If an oak takes a century to grow, least I can do is take my time in shaping what we make of it.
May your throne... I felt... life and...
Eyes up.
Life and death in the battle.
Bowler! Bowler!
Make the world your weapon.
Serum?
Sacrament still stands.
So, you're a coward then. Simple as that.
The eyes
That's
of
it.
the city.
The pestilence is taking me.
Saren? On patrol.
Maybe I'm not Dasha after all.
The eyes of the city.
Bowler! Excuse me, have you seen my wife Bella? Unremarkable height, dark dingy hair, poor teeth. If you see her, tell her that her loving husband misses her.
You got one?
Sacrament still stands.
Do you mind?
Serum?
Good work to do.
Make the world
Human
your
pine
weapon.
is what's kind. Pine.
Is that? It can't be. A serum in Sacrament? Welcome, welcome. I'm the Orison here, Orison Haley. God speaks in countless voices, and I'm but one of his humblest. Try not to be intimidated by those inquisitors marching around. The church is a place of peace. It is when we are still that we're most likely to feel God's hands upon our shoulder.
Eyes up.
Make it on Ellsworth's orders.
Sacrament, there you are. Look at this. The floor of the masonry collapsed, revealing this chamber below. Isn't it remarkable? No one's breathed this air for 1,000 years. I believe a deeper ruin lies beyond this seal, but I'm unsure how to access it. You know, in some cultures, the faithful pleased their gods by ritualistically disemboweling themselves. Wouldn't that be a sight? It may take some time before this chamber will yield its secrets. History compels patience.
All of the city's gates are shut. You'll not be visiting the Merrin Woods tonight. There's rumors of a torn guard roaming about. One of Sacrament's own, they say. Saw them Bolin and Inquisition flags. Be burying you here soon.
gate is closed, traveller. Best stay.
Make way. Official shit scraper coming.
Do you need any help?
Make way. Official shit scraper coming through. Eyes of the city.
I fear it's happening again.
Maybe they know.
Are you feeling ill, stranger?
Repeat the last part.
First the tavern, and then me husband. Oh, God's reach, what now? Me inn's nothing but cinders, and me husband went venturing down to the shallows and never returned. Oh, but no, that ain't enough suffering to put on these shoulders. Now I got to deal with some outsider trampling over my livelihood. Can you rebuild me tavern? Can you find that soup for brains cooker married? No? Well, in that case, we got doors on all sides now. Kindly choose one. First the tavern, then me husband.
Now that's no fool.
If you make for the glades, you'll be sure you have what you need.
On guard, Conrad. Someone approaches.
The Sacrament. About bloody time. Are you hunting the Torn, or chasing human prey?
We're on the trail of a warlord called Darak. Winnick's orders.
We've searched the lowland meadows to the south, but the Risen have deserted the area.
The only place left to go is north, through that cave there.
We just thought we'd take a moment to rest here first.
We're not delaying. Simply resting.
Replenishing.
It's important to be well nourished before battle.
Indeed.